happens. So the coffee place I wanted to go to, the line was so long. So instead, I went to my favorite. Here's a free plug because I want to get them to sponsor us.
Blue Bottle, I've never seen them sponsor a podcast.
They don't sponsor podcasts, but it is by far my favorite. The New Orleans. The iced New Orleans with oat milk. Have you ever had it?
Is that like where it's drip coffee? Is it a latte?
It was like $7.
Okay, Grandpa Rick. Can I just say though, I only like espresso drinks, and at Blue Bottle they have like I forgot what it's called, but they have something I like.
Esther, Esther, I want to get you to try this. Do you have a trough? Do we have a trough? No. This coffee I have introduced to so many people on my podcast.
I've heard of the New Orleans Blue Bottle coffee. I've known about it for 10 years.
Don't be annoyed.
They sell it.
Don't be annoyed.
Don't tell me how to feel.
Okay. Be annoyed. I want you to try this. It's sweet.
I've had the New Orleans coffee. They sell it in little cartons. They've sold it even since.
Yeah, but with real milk. This is fresh.
That's true.
With oat milk.
I've actually.
You drink real milk?
Yeah.
That's why your skin looks like that.
Why did you look at my breasts?
What do you do? I have I don't get pimples often. I think I've been eating not great, and I have a little bit of a pimple. And
star face.
What?
Whenever I literally now I look forward to getting a pimple because all these hot young girls on Gen Z. Is
that a new app?
On the Gen Z app, they put little star stickers on their faces.
Oh yeah, I know what those are. I've seen them. They're it's a salicylic acid, I think, right?
Yeah, it's something.
But they put stars instead of just circle. Those patches have been around for a while. They're just pimple patches.
That's true, but the stars are
cute.
Cool. Yeah, like Bieber wears them.
Yeah.
So
you used to be obsessed with pretty girls. Now you're just obsessed with young people. Is
no,
that what it is?
That's not true. No, young pretty people, and no, actually, pretty people.
As long as they're pretty, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I could bring you some Starface.
No, I mean maybe. It was less about that and more about like I looked in the mirror, I saw that.
What is that? What you call your face? I saw that. Ooh, that's me reenacting.
Yeah, well, you're making fun of my pimples' pronouns, and I would like for you to stop. Or should I say, pop, which will scar it. And if you want to see that and more, check out Have a Time.
I want to apologize to your pimple.
Want to apologize to that?
To your pimples.
That he?
To they.
That.
Yeah.
I saw it and I thought to myself, my first thought was, oh. And then I'm like, whatever. And I remember when I was a kid, it bothered me.
It's you're very grandfatherly today. I just never hear normal young people say like, I saw and I thought to myself. It's like I pulled out my handkerchief and.
It seems like you observe things without a point of view.
You
don't have. Do you have a point of view? Is that why you like young pretty people so much? Because you're looking to be something, so you're trying to be that? Hard, by the way.
I kind of know what you mean, but I kind of think I do have a point of view.
That's nice that you think that.
Yeah. Well, give me an example of what a point of view.
Perfect. You know what you're like? You're like we're in a room full of mechanics.
Okay.
And you're not a mechanic. But nobody knows you're not a mechanic, and you've been passing as a mechanic for a long time. And then somebody says, hey, could you hand me the filtration system for the carburetor? And you go, now, I know what that is, but how would you explain what a carburetor is?
I do have that personality trait where literally, I think this happened even in a conversation with us recently where you say something, I agree, and then I'm like, but say why. But I really do agree. Like if you said, I love Blue Bottle, I'd be like, I love it too, but wait, say why.
Yeah, that's not what just happened though.
I know, but it's similar.
I don't know. It's kind of like if you were to say, here's the thing, I already know I missed it because I didn't have the reference, so I lost. What I'd say to you, I want to workshop with you instead of use it because I need a little help. What is the cards in Monopoly? There's Chance, and then what's the other one?
Chance?
Monopoly.
I don't know. My dad would never play that with me because he said it went on too long.
People at home are just fucking, and they're yelling
People at home are at the screens. They're at a bar watching, it's a sports game. No, but I played Monopoly McDonald's, and
Well, it is a good analogy, but whatever.
I really do miss. I feel like Monopoly McDonald's. Isn't it sad that that's like what my childhood memories are?
Oh, I thought you don't remember games and movies. You just remember real life, which is different.
That
than games
was
and
real
movies.
life.
Oh,
No, but what was you gonna say?
I mean, trying to become a rapper.
Say it.
Did you buy fries for the Monopoly pieces and not for the
Yes.
pimples? Really?
Okay, I have actually. Are you gonna? Are you going? Because I have something.
Go ahead.
I have something.
I don't want you to forget.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
I'm here to announce the launch of McDonald's new signature sriracha sandwich, and they decided to turn it up. It's topped with crispy onions, fresh baby spinach, and kale. Onions and baby cream. That's not all. They decided to turn it up even more.
I have a intelligence test that I just came up with.
Okay.
Did you know? And just answer honestly.
I have an intelligence test that I just came up with.
No, like not this second, but okay. And just I'm trusting you to answer honestly. Like it's not going to be a quiz where it's like, do you know? I'm asking, did you know? And then I'm going to tell you the thing. Okay. So people at home understand.
I don't think they do.
Did you know that Jack Kennedy is the same person as John Kennedy?
I didn't know that John's name was Jack. No.
Holy shit. So you are categorized as stupid.
Okay.
Okay. That's all. We can move on back to the show.
Cool.
No, because I've been learning about the Kennedys.
I could tell.
And I thank you. Wait, thank you. And
Did you know that Mercury is hotter than the Earth? I've been learning about the planets, and I just wanted to tell you.
So, this whole time in this documentary, they're talking.
Oh, by learning about it, you meant you watched a documentary.
Is that not the same?
Yes.
Did you think I was at home with textbooks?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not being shitty. Do you know how to read? Not like nonfiction. Do you know how to read? Because it seems like you don't even know how to learn your lines. That's why everything around gets canceled.
I mean, shows going for 2 seasons is pretty not bad.
Yeah, well, you weren't leading it, so I guess those people that helped.
I led Alone Together.
So it's, I forgot about that show. I was on it and I forgot about it. Huh.
Yeah, I know. Noticed that when you were on it, you had no scenes with me. Anyways,
your mom in that, Fran Drescher, she is, she's really spearheading this Screen Actors Guild fight.
Oh,
do you think she's going to try to negotiate something to where you could get work where you shine?
What? So, for people at home, Fran Drescher is the president of the Screen Actors Guild.
Everybody knows that. If not, they will fail the intelligence test that I just came up with. Did you know that the nanny is the same person who spearheads the Screen Actors Guild Union?
She also played my mother on an episode of Alone Together, a show that I wrote and starred in.
Hi, Esther.
Mommy!
She told me that she actually almost wanted to strike then because of how bad that set was, but she couldn't because the contract wasn't up yet.
What
Burned you.
was the issue with the
Burned
set?
you.
Actually, when she came to work, you know what she did? She walked into the bathroom and
Took a huge shit on the floor. Hey, listen. I love Fran Drescher just as much as the next. You know, my ex, Jackie Tone, played young. No, she's not played. Yeah, I think she was in The Nanny twice.
What?
2 different characters. One, she dated the kid, and one, she played young Fran Drescher.
Wait, that's insane. To be.
We'll pull up a picture.
I
I'll send it to you.
I love that show so much.
Yeah, I grew up with
Fran
it.
Drescher, I think she's the originator of like being funny and sexy. She's so cool. I bow down.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Right?
I don't know. I mean, for our generation.
Well, I know
guess.
you're a Jewish guy, so you don't think Jewish women are sexy.
I think Jewish women are very pretty.
Okay.
Not because they're Jewish, but there's a lot of pretty Jewish women. There's Fran Drescher. There's the girl who plays Marvelous Miss Maisel. She's not really Jewish, but those are the only two. No, I was
Wait, but
no, Mary Tyler Moore. I mean, I think
was not Jewish. Also,
she wasn't Jewish.
no.
You passed my intelligence test.
Thank you.
Lucille
Thank
Ball.
you. Not Jewish.
Please.
Not.
You passed my intelligence
Thank
test.
you so much. Wait, I love this game. Wait.
Who is the prettiest comedic actress, Jewish or not? It is an object. Also, by the way, when I say prettiest and comedic, I don't just mean who was in a comedy who's pretty. I'm talking like powerhouse, like she's very, very, a girl who's very, very funny and very, very beautiful.
No, I know. I already have my answer.
Who?
It's me.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what
Julie Louis-Dreyfus for me. I always thought she was so pretty.
She is really pretty.
And she is.
She's super funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to think though because
Do you think you're prettier and funnier than Julie Louis-Dreyfus?
No.
Do you think you're prettier than her?
No.
Do you think you're funnier than her?
I think that I have to live in a Delulu bubble to exist.
That's the problem.
Got it. That's the reality. What I wanted to say about Fran Drescher is when she came to work at Alone Together, she came into the bathroom and pulled out all the air fresheners because she survived cancer. So she's very like toxin aware.
Yeah, good.
And she actually did like show up to the set and adjust things.
Kind of like how last episode I asked if we could unplug the refrigerator for the sound. What's up with that? Is that the refrigerator? Yeah. Could we unplug that? Because I do hear it all the time. Yeah.
What? Yes, you're just like Fran Drescher, cancer and rape survivor, and
wait. I'm not saying I'm like Fran Drescher. I'm saying I also, when I walk onto a set, try to make things more comfortable and cleaner.
Oh, like Fran Drescher.
Similar to what Fran Drescher does.
Okay,
yes.
so you were saying you were like her.
In
Okay,
that regard.
agree.
In that regard.
Okay.
Are you saying you like Julie Louis-Dreyfus?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Brunette.
We're okay. That's about it.
She went to Northwestern. I grew up close to it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Really, real talk. Do you think you're beautiful?
Yeah.
Do you really? Then why are you so obsessed with people that are beautiful?
That actually, I'm so glad you're asking this. Let's get to the
Do you want to talk about it this week? Because we could save it. We could put it in notes. You had a really good note last week, which was, which I thought was a great question. When you said, were we a Letterman household or a Leno household? I thought that was really great.
You are. I actually stand by that question. Okay.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I think that households growing up, you're either a Friends house or a Seinfeld house, and either Leno or Letterman. But then I've noticed that people don't really want to do the divide between Leno and Letterman.
This is a point of view. Go on.
Because they are afraid to pick a side. And I'm like, we grew up watching Letterman. I pick a side.
Well, they're on at the same time. I don't think you're afraid to pick a side.
Some people don't want to go forward with their political beliefs. They want to please everybody, but not me. What
are your political beliefs?
Letterman.
Political.
Seinfeld.
Who'd you vote for president? And tell me why. Here's my intelligence test.
I voted for the most beautiful man who ever lived, and his name is Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? What do you like about Bernie?
He's handsome.
Mm-hmm. So what's your obsession with beautiful people?
So when I was little...
Do you know... you know what I think. Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
When I was little, my older sister was 7 years older than me.
How old is she? How much older is she than you now?
8 years, actually.
Gotcha.
So she was prettier than me.
Obviously.
Taller,
Sure.
Skinnier, bigger boobs.
I bet it.
Just like,
The package.
Yeah.
Now she's old.
She's still very pretty, though.
What is she, 42?
Yeah.
Yeah.
41. And so she...
Could we get her on the pod? I've never met your sister.
No one is allowed to meet her.
Is she that pretty?
She's so mean. You don't understand. She's such a fucking bully.
Does she support what you do? I believe that. She grew up in a household where Monopoly took too long.
She is really mean to me. And she would just laugh. She just would make fun of me. But basically the whole thing is she would never... Oh. What?
Interesting. The only time you really laugh at other people's jokes is when they're making fun of you.
Yeah.
So you're finding love and connection in a way that you grew up with.
Exactly.
But in a more controlled environment. and
Is it
she's
more
pretty.
control?
So you're looking for pretty people, and you're looking for people to bust your balls.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of day one Esther stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know about that stuff. You're so surface. Go ahead.
So so she would never let me in her room. She would never like interact with me. So I was always like desperate to get into her room. So I have this like older sister complex, or is it a little sister complex? But and then at my dance studio, it was the same thing. Like all the cooler, pretty older girls who were really talented. Like I just always idolized them. So this is just kind of carried.
But were there any older girls at the dance studio that were good dancers, that were cool, that weren't pretty?
Yeah, but if you're like talented, that's pretty to me.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
It's attractive.
do you?
It's attractive. Yeah, I think talent is attractive. Yeah.
Yeah, why are you etching your face? That's like a thing they say that means you're lying.
Gotcha. Oh, you're doing that thing where you think you're able to read people?
I was just referencing an episode of Seinfeld.
Oh, so you were learning about reading people from Seinfeld, like how you're learning about the Kennedys from the documentary.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, good.
Good.
What are your sibling related issues?
Dude, I would tell you because I'm in touch with them, but you're going to do either this or you're going to interrupt, and
No,
it's
come
tough to
on.
get vulnerable with you on camera.
Come on.
You
Just make it what?
I was just saying it feels like that's you like telling Dave to finish when you want to get dinner. Just come on.
Why don't you tell it in a way that makes it really interesting for someone like me? Like add in.
Oh yeah, sure.
Maybe add.
My brother was 2.5 years older than me, but now he's 3 years older than me. Yeah, and we used to fight all the time. Ooh, and I wanted to be friends with him. Oh, Matt, will you be my friend? No! You idiot! This was during the time when you had to sign up for before even AOL. You had to log on through DOS to play Imagination. There was this video game called Shadows of Eusebius. I loved that game, and that was back when you had to pay per minute. Matthew, will you help me log on to Shadows of Eusebius?
Wait, give me a role. I want to play.
Okay, you be the computer.
No. Okay.
I said the computer, not I Dream of Jeannie. Gotcha. We'll be right back.
That's a marvelous idea.
Can I say, you are so talented. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding you, Rick. You deserve all the awards. I take back everything. That was so much fun. Nobody ever played with me.
Oh, you know what? Let's go into the attic.
Oh. No, but so.
So, do you want to hear about it, or you just wanted that?
No, I do. So your older brother.
He was older. Now we're around the same age.
Oh, okay. So you.
Yes! I wanted to go online, and I had to either not go online because I didn't know how to log into DOS, or I had to take the abuse. Hey, you fucking idiot! I'll log you on, but I'm going to make you feel like a fucking loser for a while, so I would have to debate. Do I want to play Shadows of Eusebius and feel like a dork, or not play? So I would tiptoe around, and I would say, Matt, I know I'm so stupid. But
Okay.
be careful for YouTube not to flag us, because that was perfect pitch.
Okay. Keep going. No, but. Oh,
Not a big one. I saw you walking up the steps, but I mean, there's something to sit on.
You were like kind of the dweeb little sibling like me.
I mean, that's your point of view.
What's yours?
I just didn't know how to log onto a computer.
And he was mean to you?
Yeah.
And then what?
You'll never believe it. Are you sitting down?
No.
So there I was, playing and buying my new sword and talking to people, because this was like at the beginning.
Did you have a screen name?
I don't remember what it was for that. It's probably Skull something.
Guess what mine was?
Star Girl.
Close.
Star Person.
It's actually way more easier to guess than what you guessed.
Oh, I love cats.
No, I don't like cats. I'm allergic. I love doggies. Hot Girls 72.
Why 72? Because that's what year your sister was born?
No, I don't know. I think it was actually sadly just arbitrary.
Why is that sad? Your sister was probably born in 74.
She was born in 80.
And you were born in 87?
88.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you look so much older.
Thank you. Wait, thank you. Really?
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, my sister would also get a lot of...
Whoa, this is kicking in. Stuff's great. Hey, shout out to Blue Bottle. Head on over to bluebottle.com/
Rick Glassman. I mean, have a time.
This episode is sponsored by BlueChew. If you're soft as fuck and you want something to help get you hard, but you don't want them to be delivering a foreign product in a package that goes to your front door that says, this guy's soft and is a little fucking dick, BlueChew is the way to go. Made in the USA, discreet packaging, shipped straight to your door. Esther, tell him more.
Well, I'll tell you
Faster though, fast. Unlike performance anxiety, this is an opportunity for us to finish fast, and it'll be a good thing. Go!
BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, and the process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you've been approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. We love that. We love avoiding having to go to the doctor and talk to people.
BlueChew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and...
do it.
And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code HAT at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code HAT to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com, BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Esther, do you want to do that thing that you always do where you lick your hand and pretend you're a cat?
No, but I just think Blue Chew is like, it's pretty good.
Awesome.
Thank
You're
you.
a saleswoman if I've ever seen one, and I haven't. Next commercial. What up, everybody? It's Rick.
What? I'm Esther.
Why'd you say what?
I don't know.
It seems like you're not comfortable. I know what it is. I know why you're uncomfortable.
Why?
You're not wearing BirdDogs.
You got me. You guys go to birddogs.com/hat and enter promo code HAT for a free tumbler with your order. That's birddogs.com/hat, H-A-T, and promo code HAT.
Here's the thing about the tumbler. I guess you're getting a thing, but,
but
like
the clothes
also,
are great.
What's that?
The clothes are great. They're so comfortable and they actually look nicer than they feel. So you kind of get like a good value of getting to be comfortable but looking good.
Yeah, comfort, looking good, very comfortable, and I do think they look good, but I'm still like, I have very skinny legs. I'm my father's child. I've always had skinny legs when I was working out all the time.
Wait, you might be my father's child because he has skinny legs.
I do look at you as an ugly sister. So, excuse me, I mean, an ugly brother. I wouldn't have tried them if not for the podcast, and I really, really, really like the shorts. So here's an opportunity for people who like comfort, who like class, who like style, who like trying new things.
They are comfortable. They are cute. I love my BirdDogs collection, and I think you guys will too.
So go to birddogs.com/hat and enter promo code HAT for a free tumbler with your order. That's birddogs.com/HAT and promo code HAT for a free tumbler. Give your body both breathing room and style with BirdDogs. That's not even their slogan, but that's like a little thing I came up with.
Hi, I'm a beautiful woman. And sometimes it's hard for people to know that. And that's why I like to also work on making my brain better. And that's why I use Babbel. Because Babbel teaches me other languages. And then I go to fancy places and I can say things like ragazza or tavola or ¿qué está pasando? Or estoy bellísima. Babbel is the second best way to learn a language. The best way to learn a language is through immersion, living where the language is spoken natively and using it every day. But that's not possible for everyone, especially me. I live here in Los Angeles. So what's the second best way to learn a language? Babbel. Because with Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. 1 in 5 Americans have learn a new language on their bucket list. If that's you, check it off the list this summer with Babbel. And here's a special limited time deal for our listeners. To get you started right now, get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/haveatime. Get 55% off at babbel.com/haveatime, spelled BABBEL.com/haveatime. Rules and restrictions may apply. Are you too beautiful and too busy with your amazing summer plans that you don't really have time to cook, but you want to make sure you're eating well? That's where Factor comes in. With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up to, oh God, no, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. Do you understand that? All you have to do is heat and enjoy, and then go back outside, soak up the sun, get in the pool, go to the coffee shop, flirt with the barista. Are you ready to feel your best while making the most out of your summer adventure? Stick to your wellness goals with premium, ready-to-eat meals featuring high-quality ingredients such as broccolini, leeks, and asparagus. Treat yourself to 34+ weekly restaurant-quality options like bruschetta shrimp risotto, green goddess chicken, and grilled steakhouse filet mignon ready in just 2 minutes. What? I love using Factor because I like to eat really well, really quick, and really easy. Head to factormeals.com/hat50 and use code HAT50 to get 50% off. That's code HAT50 at factormeals.com/hat50 to get 50% off. I highly recommend trying Factor, especially if you're someone that gets confused about what to eat. Like, I don't like making the decision sometimes. I just have found that it makes my life a lot more simplified and convenient. And with this deal, it's worth trying. Hi guys, I'm a stand-up comedian and I'm on tour and I can't wait to see you at all my shows. This weekend are my shows in New York City. They are all sold out. There might be a couple walk-up tickets available. Check me out, Joe's Pub. And after that, I'll be in Oxnard, DC. I'll be at the Wilbur in Boston, Madison, San Diego, Detroit, Chicago, San Jose, and Irvine. I'm really excited for all these shows, especially Boston, Chicago, DC. Get tickets at EstherOnIce.com. And thank you for watching this time.
What will our that hair was not from Blue Bottle. It was either from me or from the studio.
Are you one of those people who, if there's hair in your food, you're going to make a big deal about it?
No, I see a hair and I go, perfect, just what I ordered.
Kind of same. Like, I would totally eat hair. I don't care.
Everyone at home at the computer, we know!
Like, why is hair gross?
Hair's gross.
Why?
Because it was on somebody's body and it fell into your dish.
It's not like a bug. It's literally
Why is a bug gross? A bug is at least protein. Why are you scratching your face? Is it because you eat bugs?
Yeah.
I learned that from Friends. Friends I have. We were a Seinfeld house. People at home can't see, but I set up these buckets above us because in case Esther says anything funny, it'll drop on her. We'll take a little picture so people can see.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at this. People set up. Like, this is a set. And, like, somebody found these.
Ooh, the big guy is moving around.
That's what they refer to Sandler and Happy Madison. You know that. They refer to him as the big guy.
I've never heard that.
Oh, I guess you're not really in there. They just produced your stuff.
I didn't see you at the Mark Twain event.
No, I didn't go to that.
Okay. It's really not good.
Yeah, somebody saw these and go, you know what? We could actually put that on the table behind the couch in the B studio. And they did it. And that's what I love about decisions. A lot of times people don't make, you know what I've noticed? And I'll use this, as a microcosm. Go ahead.
No.
You say something funny and entertain people, you fucking misery. I had something to say, and you... Go ahead, say something.
Okay.
Forget what I was going to say. Go ahead.
I thought you brought up an interesting topic.
Yeah, and I was going to talk on it.
Go, please.
You talking to Dave to come again because you're hungry.
Go. What were you going to say?
All right, so sidebar. We already know this. I don't remember if we've talked about it, but I've told you. I'm doing a podcast with you because I'm funny with you. I can't say you bring nothing because you know what you are? You're a living coffee. Let me take a little bit of Esther so I could get going. But you're also like a coffee with milk that hurts my stomach.
Yeah.
You get me a little high, but it's just tough. Your problem is you don't understand comedy beats. Honestly, would you agree with that? You don't understand comedy beats. You rely on energy or lack thereof, Daria. And I know. And stuff happens to work. You surround yourself with funny people. You have some jokes. You have some parents that do jokes with you. And now people are like, oh, I like Esther. And then you watch, if nobody knew you and they see one of your clips, which you go to her Instagram, you'll see a clip. It'll be this. Obviously different words, but this is the energy.
Go ahead.
And I'm saying,
It must drive you crazy that you feel like you are so talented and you think this way of me. It must bother you a lot. You know what?
This is a money grab. This is great for me.
We have a stew, everyone.
Ooh, stew. You want to take a break?
He's been stewing. I think there's a lot of truth to what you're saying.
Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm in a good. It was that sip, maybe. I'm in a good space. I want to pause and zoom in on that for a second. Okay. Too close. Okay.
Not
here we
too
go.
Close. I have it in my writer.
You just said that you understand and you agree, or whatever you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's, without busting balls for a second.
Okay.
Tell me what you understand and agree with.
I think that a lot of my existence, it doesn't make sense.
That's not what I said, though. You're like a politician who's answering the question they want to answer, not the one they were asked.
Wait, I've always wanted to successfully execute that. Thank you.
Now, execute a genuine conversation.
Okay.
So, what do you understand and agree with what I just talked about?
That.
And look at me. Try to look at me when you're talking to me.
So.
I'm over here. Here. Well, I'm a donut.
What flavor?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
I really almost went and got donuts this morning. Okay. I understand that a lot of people look at me and they don't get it.
Don't make this about how you are misunderstood. Make this about how you are there.
That is also true.
Yeah.
But I do think I understand. I'm pretty sure that I understand comedy.
Say you're average, sure. Nothing about you is pretty.
I'm a 7 out of 10, sure.
Do you really think you're a 7? Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's what this should be called. 7 and an 8. I guess it's funnier if it's 8 and a 7. So we'll take me first.
8, 9, and then you could be a 9 and then I ate you.
I'm not a 9. I'm an 8.
Yeah.
Looks alone. The whole package is a 10.
I'm not going to say what I think, but
it doesn't matter. You have such bias.
It's also whatever you feel is what you are.
I have a
Beauty
theory.
is in the eye
I
of the
think I've
beholder.
talked about this on my podcast. Take your shoes off. Where everybody is an 8 to themselves. Like, I'm an 8, so I see the world with a scale being me being an 8. So like when there are people that are really pretty, and they're still an 8. So if there's somebody prettier than them, they're a 9. Somebody uglier than them is less. Does that make sense?
I love that. I don't think everyone's an 8, but I do think everyone's scale is based on their own looks.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying for the scale, the ground zero, like if their scale is, it's all relative to how you see things. And one of the biggest things of that is where you are in that, at least if we're speaking superficially. Like, if you don't know people and you just see pictures of them together, you're like, oh, he's out of her league or she's out of his league or they're around the same thing.
I totally lost. I could not keep up.
That's a good name for the podcast too. 7 can't keep up with 8. What's 9 times 3? What's 9 times 3? Okay.
It's not. Is it 27? I don't know. Just cut this out because if I'm wrong, Dave's going to be really
We will
upset.
cut it out and we'll clip it and we'll put it on my podcast.
No.
If you want to see this and more, check out Have a Time. We'll put a link in the description. Subscribe because this airs on June 29th every Thursday.
Girls being bad at math is not comedy.
I guess that's a good shirt, but pies in the fridge are not grapes. What does one have to do with the other?
Oh, yeah, they're not. You're smart. Thank you. No, but it's like I don't want to even go back to that conversation.
Okay, that's fine. We could talk about what I was going to talk about with the glasses.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what this was.
It's a choice.
It's like, wait, I feel like
well, go ahead.
No, it's like choose your own adventure for me. Like, just keep going. Sorry.
Great. If we want to do what the audience is trying to choose their own adventure, they're thinking, stay on some topic.
Okay.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I think we're doing fine at that, but go ahead.
There's something about you that is so unthreatening.
I know.
You know what it is? It's like, even if I were afraid of water, you're such a shallow puddle that I would step over you, and if I tripped, I wouldn't be concerned. Does that make sense?
It does. It's really well said.
Thank you.
It's really well articulated. Now that is an analogy.
Yes.
All your other ones up to this point have sucked, and I've told you I'm really good at judging analogies.
Oh, dude, I am like the Michael Jordan of basketball.
That one was oh.
I am the king of analogies.
Did you see Air?
I mean, I'm podcasting with it.
The movie.
I don't like to talk about other people's movies.
Oh, okay.
But you remember that movie?
Because I saw it like a month ago.
Nice.
But yeah,
When was the last time you pooped your pants?
high school.
When was the last time
Senior
you
year.
pooped somebody else's pants?
Actually, I was in a skirt.
You pooped in your skirt?
Yeah.
In your little underpants? In your skirt?
It-
Tell me the story.
Well, I talked about this in my comedy special.
Boring. So, no, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I don't.
You talked about in your comedy special?
Yeah.
But for people who probably haven't seen it.
Yeah. Well, it's called Hot for My Name, and it's free on YouTube. But basically, I was at Cold Stone Creamery with my sister, and my stomach hurt, and then I pooped my pants in line, and then I had to go next door to Maggiano's and throw my underwear away.
Yeah, you
And-
really don't know comedy beats.
I'm not telling it in a comedy beat way.
Yeah. Perform it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, from other people's podcasts, Esther POVITSKY.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Esther. I don't remember how I told it as a joke.
Okay. Well, if you want to see that and more, check out Hot for My Name. Obviously free on YouTube. Do you advise people watch it in 2 times fast forward?
No, I think
That's the fastest it goes.
I don't.
Oh, you know, for somebody who has tells for touching their face when they're talking about their special, you're literally hiding.
I think my special is really good.
I believe that.
What's your glasses thing? Ooh. He's a big clown.
What is that? Were you trying to fly away?
No, I was having an inside joke with myself. I don't
Right.
want
Yeah, that makes sense. Why let people in on what's funny? Then they might laugh at you. You know when comics say something like,
to. Yeah.
I don't care if they thought it was funny. This is just for me.
Yeah.
The transparency on that is so glaringly obvious that I
Yeah.
wonder if they lack so much awareness where they are pretending to sell themselves as somebody who doesn't care.
Well, okay, so yes, but I actually think I want to split that sentence in two because I think I don't agree with the I don't care if it's funny, but I really agree with
Yes.
this was just for
But
me.
but those are packaged. That's like saying, I hate Jews and I love Chinese food. Let's split that in half. I don't agree with like hating Jews, but I do love Chinese food.
Well, you could do that if you wanted.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is for me is great. Let it be for you. And if
Yeah.
it's for you, you don't need to share it. And let me give a great example, analogously to something we talked about on a previous episode with awards. Who is the person that you said buries her awards in the backyard?
Rosamund Pike.
Great. If Rosamund Pike doesn't care about awards and acknowledgement, right? She wants to bury her things in the backyard, go for it. But if you are going to be talking about it
I
with people,
so disagree with this. I still
it's insane.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is insane.
No, it's insane to also, I gave an example of a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, and after I realized I said it a little differently than the way it went. So let me.
Stewie.
My brother, I thought about it because I was at my brother's place, and he has.
Where does he live?
It's private. He has something, a quilted thing up on his wall. I'll send a picture, and maybe
It's
we can put it
fake
up.
philanthropy.
It's fake philanthropy and faux anonymity, and it was from that episode. And I was like, oh right. So
that so does not apply to this.
hear me out. Just hear me out.
Okay.
But like, hear me out and listen to me out. Okay? Larry David and somebody else donated money to this museum.
I remember
this.
this.
Let me say for these people.
They remember too.
They didn't watch that episode, and I said it wrong then.
Okay.
Esther, I'm going to put that on pause for a second. Esther, look at me for a sec, because we're going to be partners. Do you see I want to say something?
Yeah.
Do you see I want you to listen to it?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? Why are there so many obstacles right now?
I don't know.
Don't be a character. Please, I'm asking you sincerely. Look, it's me. I'm asking sincerely. I want to tell you this, and I think it's a great analogy to her
again.
wearing the things in the backyard.
I'll listen again.
Okay.
It's hard. I'll be honest where I'm coming from. It's hard for me. I just feel really strongly that I believe in what she's doing.
It's not a matter of believing what she's doing. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy in the thing that you believe in.
But why?
Because you and I are on a podcast and we're having conversations about stuff, and here's something. Esther, honestly, we need to have like once like a month, we should each be able to have a card where it says, hey, grow up. I'm not going to use that now, but it's there.
That almost counted.
Like Lori Grenier, who has her golden ticket whenever she really believes in a product. It's like this little flimsy bullshit.
She has not used that in a long
She uses
time.
it all the time.
Not in the new seasons.
She does once a season. Like it's this
Oh.
big deal. You know, Kelly Clarkson gives a jacket to everybody on her team on The Voice who auditions. She has this one little golden dog tag. Probably cost her $80.
Yeah, but that sounds like the golden ticket is more just symbolic of a special offer, and the jacket is like a gift to everybody.
Yeah, so I'm just using. There was an analogy.
But you compared those two, and they're two different things. I'm sure Lori gives like a nice jacket or T-shirt to everybody.
See, Kelly Clarkson uses this jacket as when somebody is like trying to pick what team to be on. She's like, "Look you'll get this," and Lori says, "Hey, here it is." It's like incentivizing. Look I really believe in you. I really want you. Come on my team. Not only will I be your coach, or not only will I be your shark, you'll get this jacket, or you'll get this little golden tag.
See, and that's an example of pitting women against each other for no reason. I'm proud of myself.
I'm going to say the curb thing. You could leave and then come back because it
Okay.
doesn't matter. I'll just let people know. And if you really are leaving, that's fine. Clocking. This is my partner who does this.
Oh my God, I'm not going to leave. But I did just want to first, before you leave, would you have any interest in seeing Kelly Clarkson in Vegas?
If I were in Vegas, absolutely. Wouldn't go to Vegas for it.
Okay.
But I think she's fantastic.
So do I. Okay, you can tell.
And I hate the beef between her and Lori. Relax. I saw you got excited. I said beef. So, Curb Your Enthusiasm, there's a museum. Larry David donated money to this museum, and so did somebody else. And this person was anonymous, and they had a Larry David wing and an anonymous wing. And at the opening of this event, somebody goes up to Larry and goes, hey, what?
I just have one. I want to hear, but I had one thing to interject. It's really important for the future.
If it's important, go ahead.
For the entire future of our show. I think that...
I'm going to put you on hold for 1 second.
Okay. He's going to punch a hole in the wall. For the viewers, I think that on this show...
Could you get up for 1 sec?
Yeah.
Thanks. Just go behind the couch for a second.
Okay.
Thank you. You'll like this angle of you anyway. Get down. Hold this here. Okay?
This is kind of...
This?
This is kind of...
Shh. You're not on mic. Shut up. All right, could you just give me a minute? Could you just shut up? Hi. So in Curb Your Enthusiasm, there's an episode that there's a museum and Larry David donates money to this museum. And when they go to the opening, there is a ceremony. There's a ceremony and there's a Larry David wing and there's an anonymous wing.
Ooh.
And somebody goes up to Larry David and says, hey, look at this. Somebody donated anonymous. And Larry goes, I didn't know there was an anonymous option. They just asked for money, so I gave him money. I wasn't thinking anything about it. And then somebody goes up to him and goes, you know who anonymous is? It's Ted Danson. And
Ooh.
Ted Danson now gave the money anonymously, but is getting the credit for anonymous. And he's like, that's faux philanthropy and faux anonymity, or fake philanthropy, faux anonymity. He is getting the credit of being anonymous, which is similar to, she's getting the credit of burying her trophies, but she's still letting everybody know that he's getting that credit. So if you want to bury your trophies in the backyard because, oh, I don't care about this, go bury your trophies. I don't give a shit. But once you start talking about it, let's not pretend that, oh, it's so meaningless when you want to make a whole big charade about it. Oh, 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 oh. If you really don't care about no weapons. So if you really don't care about the awards, great, but don't make a song and dance. Hey, look at how much I don't care about this. I'm burying it in my backyard. Fuck off, dude.
Stop.
You out of breath because you got off a couch?
Stop.
Watch, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. I just picked you up, be quiet.
Okay, stop.
Listen to the breathing. That's a
will,
problem.
I will.
Close your mouth, just for your nose. Just your nose, just your nose. Try to breathe just out of your nose.
I can't.
Maybe if you listen more, did cardio more?
Shh. Will do. I will go. I will hear. But
I just said it.
Rosamund Pike is. Oh my God! So much of my hair came out in the mic.
What's gross about that? Ew, that is fucking disgusting. How did that even happen when you were back there?
Look at all this hair that got ripped out. You ripped out my hair. Feel free to rewind the entire thing. You tell me. I'll eat it right now. I don't care. I'm not grossed out by that.
Of course you're not. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. It's like you're the tortoise and a hare body type in the way you eat. So what I'm saying is.
So much hair.
Oh, Esther, you are fucking vile. Oh.
That's okay. I have a lot of hair. But.
Yeah, we're talking. Was that from your armpits? What's your take on women with armpit hair?
It's actually really healthy because it.
Why don't you do it then?
I'm gonna start.
Start?
Well, I'm gonna keep going.
Would Dave mind? Because it's a preference. You know, aesthetically, some guys don't like it.
No,
some guys love armpit hair.
That's the thing is because of Dave, I do shave typically, but I just heard on a podcast that.
Oh, so you're learning.
Dr. Mindy Peltz, I love her. She said that we have armpit hair so that it helps get the molecules of toxins out. It pulls them out.
Right.
But
at that point, don't put Febreze in the bathroom.
I think what Rosamund Pike is doing is a beautiful symbolic.
Says the person without any awards.
Act. Have you ever been to the Emmys?
Actually, I just won an award from the Television Academy.
No, but that's. Oh, you did the politician thing. You answered the right question you wanted.
So no, I haven't gone. I don't feel the need to go to those things.
Okay.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been.
If I went, I would. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've gotten invited, but I take the tickets and I bury them in the backyard, and I want everybody to know.
Oh, so then that's why you have so many issues with Rosamund. She beat you to
No,
it.
I was just making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Here, just if you were wondering, my aunt just sent me this last night. Here is in this week's Emmy magazine for Television Academy Honors recipient for our show.
Oh, is that like a daytime thing or?
No.
Okay.
Do you think that's cool? Do you want to just acknowledge it? Oh, that's cool.
No, wait. What? Say it again. I wasn't listening because it seemed boring, but I will.
Oh
listen.
no, then no. That's no. If you're not going to listen because it's boring, I'm not going to repeat it.
No, I'll hear it.
That's fine. That's fine. And you know what? That award, I'm not going to bury in the backyard. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you about it because if I didn't care about it, I wouldn't be talking about it.
But I think you're missing the point that she did it because it's a gesture. It's a symbolic thing for us as a culture to experience. Like she is fucking active in the culture and
what's the culture?
Our society, and she's
wait,
putting out this new idea.
What is the culture? What is the culture? How is that a new idea? What about Marlon Brando didn't accept his award, and instead he had a Cherokee come up there and be like, you know, I love The Godfather and stuff like that. That wasn't great.
Okay.
So it's not new.
So he did something cool too.
It's not new.
Maybe it's not the brand newest thing, but I think it's
brand
really
newest thing.
I think it's cool.
Now, what is you said she's active in the culture? What culture and how is she active? Really answer that.
Pop culture. It's an article. It's a news story. We're talking about it.
Right. Oh, she found a way for her not to talk about it, but for everybody else to talk about her awards.
All of us young.
That's faux anonymity and fake philanthropy.
It's not faux anonymity and it's not philanthropy at all.
It's a metaphor from Curb.
It's your curb story is not the same. I love that episode. I think that curb point is so great. I
Dude,
don't
she
think it
buries
applies.
her trophies in the backyard so people could talk about it. That's the whole point. She is claiming anonymous while getting the credit for her anonymity.
This whole thing is going to end with Rosamund Pike in
As a
this
guest.
room. It
Yeah,
will.
you know what? And she's going to be there, and she's going to have dirt under her fingernails. And you're going to say, what's going on? She'll be like, oh, no big deal. I'm just burying some awards. And she's going to be talking about it. We're going to have her on to talk about it.
We will. And
Yeah.
we'll get,
Oh,
we'll
it
get
looks like what she's doing is working. It looks like people are talking about her awards.
Yeah, that's great.
So when she buries him in the backyard, it's not a symbol of not caring. Because you know what you do?
It is a symbol of not caring.
Hey, Esther.
It is a symbol of not caring.
Esther, when you're done with this bottle you don't drink water. When you're done with that cup of coffee, what do you answer this honestly. Do you care about that cup?
No.
Are you going to throw it away or are you going to bury it in your backyard?
Throw it away.
Right, because you don't care about it.
Well, there's no symbolic thing about it.
But then she's referencing that the symbolism is there. So she wants to say, hey, I don't care about this award, but I'll go. I'll accept it. I'll maybe even give a speech about it.
What if she does love it and thinks it's great that she got it, and then she's like, but you know what? As a symbol of these don't matter that much in life, I'm going to bury it in the backyard.
But if
it's
the
a
cup
symbolic process to her artistic expression and her artistic journny.
That's fine.
Great.
It's fine that she does that, but let's not pretend that what she's doing is because she doesn't care. She cares so much, she is digging holes.
You're inventing. No, this is all about your award. It's all about your
Which
award.
one? Which award?
I don't know because the titles of them are ones I've never heard of or not relevant
Right.
to me, so I can't keep track.
Right. Who's heard of the Television Academy?
I've heard of that.
Do you know who issues the Emmys?
The Television Academy.
Right. Oh, you've been.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you nominated for?
Best girlfriend.
Oh, you just go. You go to the Mark Twain Award for Adam Sandler. You go to the Emmys for whatever.
Yeah.
You just like to be around the people who are
Well, no,
successful. But when
my-
somebody wins an award, you want to say, you should bury it in the backyard. Now that's cool.
I went
You
with.
fucking hypocrite.
It's not. I'm not.
Hypocrite.
Oh.
Hungry hypocrite.
Hippocritter. I played Hungry Hippo by myself.
I'm going to say something that is tacky.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I am. I'm burdened with my intelligence. And see a coffee order. Every time I go there, the coffee is so strong, but so delicious.
What do you get?
Any coffee I get there is very strong.
Intelligentsia.
Yeah.
I.
By the way, this isn't a knock on them. I just am very sensitive to coffee. They have very strong, good coffee. It's just a lot.
Their cold brew is one of my.
Ah!
It's one of my favorite cold. It's like the only cold brew I like.
Do you want to try to get them to sponsor us? See who we get first, Intelligentsia or Blue Bottle?
Sure.
All right, how about this? If we get Blue Bottle first, you have to eat mud. And if we get Intelligentsia first, all you have to do is eat your own hair. That's just going to fall out in the microphone.
I think
Now, if you win the case and I have to pay you, are you going to put that money in the backyard as a symbol? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I have buried things in the backyard.
Yeah, I know. Okay. You're a dog.
Thank you.
What have you buried in the backyard?
When I was in kindergarten, this boy gave me a ring, and it made me really uncomfortable, and so I buried it in the yard because I just didn't want anything.
Is that
to do
anything
with it.
else, or are you just saying that one thing?
Hold on, let me think.
Okay. Are you okay doing this? Are you out of breath? Thinking? Now, did you bury the ring in the backyard as a symbol?
No, it was just to get rid of it.
Right. Why not throw it in the garbage?
Isn't that weird? I don't know.
Yeah. Either does Rosamund Pike.
I think I didn't want it in my house.
Why not throw it in the garbage on the street or somebody else's garbage?
When you're in kindergarten, I don't think you really have access to those ideas.
Oh.
Oh, I noticed earlier, a couple minutes ago, you said you tried to make it a joke, but I clocked it.
Make what a joke?
The burden of your intelligence.
Of course I was making it a joke.
Then why'd you say it? What most jokes?
Because you're an idiot. And I was just making a joke. You're so stupid.
That's not true. I'm smarter than you.
Okay. What's 9 times 3? 36?
I don't really go by that as intelligence.
I know. You go by knowing JFK's birth name. Nobody, whatever. I don't need to be. There's like joke mean and there's real mean. And I think you are an idiot. And I don't need to lean into that because I do like you and I do want to keep doing this podcast. But you are an idiot. Like you have poor logic and you're slow.
I am not. I might. No. No. That's fine, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. You're going to think I'm whatever, and I'm going to know what you are.
I think you're fine.
Okay.
I don't think you're dumb. I think you're like okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you
2 hands on that, huh?
are only able to really see your own point of view. And
That's interesting. I see what you're saying.
think yeah, let's move on. Let's save that one.
Do you think you'll get out of breath if we move on? Do you think it's okay if we move at all? When was the last time you did cardio for cardio?
Okay, what do you count as cardio?
Whatever you count as cardio, you let me know what that is.
Walking. Do you not count that? Because I noticed some people I know don't.
You go for a walk just for the walk?
What do you mean just for the walk?
I guess break a sweat. When was the last time you
It's
broke
really okay. This is not
Right,
my fault.
Right, your body doesn't sweat.
It's really hard for me to sweat.
Right. Now, exercise is hard.
It is hard, but my body really loves its toxins, and it
Yeah, we'll grow out your armpit hair then and take a run. We'll be right back. This goes for all you other idiot trolls out there. If you have a hard time sweating, that's because it's hard to break a sweat. That's why it's called exercise. Grow out your armpit hair, take a run.
I promise you that you and I could engage in the exact same physical activity, and you would be so much sweatier than me. We'd be doing the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not about the effort I'm putting in. It's about my body holding on to
Okay,
the
then let's
toxins.
consider if the average person would be sweating and you're not, but still you did that as much work as the average person who would sweat
I'm
for
following.
the exercise. What is that you do?
What?
I thought you just said I'm following, and then you said what? You're stupid. And I mean that in an observational way.
Were you in the gifted program?
I was in both the learning disabled program and the gifted programs. Depends on what year. But mostly
Oh.
learning disabled.
Okay. I was in the gifted program, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. And look at how far you've fallen. Have you taken your gifted diplomas and put them in the backyard, buried them?
No, I didn't get a gifted diploma.
Oh.
Do you?
I got a special needs diploma.
Really?
It's just in crayon with my name. The R is backwards.
Did you graduate college?
Yeah.
Really?
I actually have a really funny story about an award I got for college.
Wow, you know what? So for me, like, I don't need those outside validations of awards.
Yeah, of course not. Well, how would you know? You've never gotten one. But it's still a really funny story on how I got it. And when I say it's funny, it's because it is funny.
Okay,
and
let's
there's
see.
levels of irony to it.
Okay.
But I can't tell you. I'll go if you get behind the couch and put the head up, but I don't want you to have a heart attack, you fucking gnome.
What college did you go to?
Kent State.
What state is that in? I've never heard of
Kent? You've never heard of Kent State?
No. Is it in Ohio?
Uh-huh.
Why'd you go there?
That's where my brother went. And I'm like, all right, I'll apply there. I didn't apply to anywhere else. I didn't know. You know, it's like I'm supposed to go to college because that's what people say you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Matt goes to Kent. I'll apply to Kent. Like I really put as little thought into it. You know, when you're a kid, when I was a kid, I'll speak for myself, like, you know, some kids didn't have access to outdoor garbage cans. But like, you know, you don't really know the world yet until you explore it. And it's like, at least our generation, and I think it's changing and I think it should be, but like the idea is you graduate high school, you go to college. Like that's just what you're supposed to do, which is if you are going to get your master's or doctorate, absolutely. If you're going to
You're a little like 11 years behind on this realization.
Well, I didn't make this realization just now,
Oh, okay.
but we're having a conversation about college that was more than 11 years ago,
I'm
and I'm
down.
bringing up a topic.
Okay, I'm down.
No, you bring other people down, and there's a difference.
I agree with you, and I always was questioning of that, like,
Oh, yeah?
Wha-
You're 11 years too late.
oh, true. But yeah, I think
Did you almost have something and then you forgot it?
well, I was just going to say that
Oh, go
it
ahead,
seems
say it.
like young people today have totally given up on the idea of college. I'm curious to see how that plays out and if they'll actually stop going.
No,
But-
they won't because
Really?
they won't. But it's more of it's more understood how much of a choice it is. I feel like higher education and religion both have that same thing. Are you okay with metaphors? I know you don't like analogies because you don't quite understand. But higher education and religion, when you're younger and generations, ours, and even more so before us, you're kind of indoctrinated into this.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to do this, and now I'll put a big emphasis on social media and other people having voices that are similar to yours and being able to collaborate and say, oh, other people feel this way too. I don't want to have to go to church or to temple or to college. Like, other people aren't doing it.
Yeah.
And also the reality is, unless you're going to learn something in particular, why are you going to higher education? What it used to be was you go before you know what you want to do and you figure out what you want to do.
But now it's like it's so expensive. It's like not the right way to spend that time.
It's so expensive.
But also, wait, based on what you just said about like on social media, we're all like connecting with others who feel the same, and it's helping us like
there are more
validate-
public voices.
Yeah, it's validating like our feelings as opposed to like, you know, whatever. But that's a really big phenomenon that's happening on social media with a lot of stuff. But right now, the big one is it's like kind of the great divorce. A lot of women are realizing that they're like taking care of their husbands and doing all this shit, and it's not worth it. And like motherhood is not worth it. And this is like a big thing that's happened on like the girl side.
You know
of
who
TikTok.
started this? She's not Jewish. Mary Tyler Moore. She was the first character on television to show a woman being independent of a man, having her own career, doing her own thing, beautiful, funny, and that was great. And that was a voice. But
I think though that what's different about that is that was just showing that option, yes, but this is literally women banding together and being like, not only is there another option, but like that option is way better. Like there's so many women on TikTok, they're like, I'm in my 30s and 40s, like I'm single, I'm childless, like here's why it's awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, you can disagree with that all you want, but it is
I don't disagree with what? I'm really asking. What do you
okay,
disagree with what?
I guess I was just being defensive, but
That's a good name for the podcast too. Innate and defensive.
But I'm surprised by it. Because, like, I really did not see this coming, that there would be all these women who are, like, pissed that they got married and had kids. I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised. And it seems like I wouldn't be, you know?
Okay.
Maybe this is, like, a sore subject.
For who?
Well, for men in general.
How so?
Well, it's like we're kind of rebelling and we don't want to, like, raise your guys' kids and just, like, be your nannies.
I'm not looking for somebody to raise my kids.
Okay, so...
Tell me what you're projecting. Saying.
So, like, if you and I were each, let's say, because I'm a girl and you're a boy.
Yeah, I could picture that.
We're representing we're each representing our gender.
See, I think that is such a dangerous perspective to have, to assume that you represent women and I represent men, as opposed to I am a person.
Yeah, but it's also just kind of part of the reality of...
No. That's part of projection and people looking for a team. Absolutely not. There's so much more to me than being a man. And there's so much more to you than being whatever you are. There is. Do I represent all Jews? Do I represent all people from Cleveland? Do I represent all people who have who was a younger sibling?
You don't. But in this conversation, this podcast...
But I share in the same perspective that you're explaining that all these women are having.
If you do, then say it. Instead of you just sat there blindly and you were like,
That's what it is. You needed me to go like this.
Yeah?
Oh, that's what you needed. You needed me to be a seal. I'm listening.
Or speak. Yeah.
I'm listening. When I say something, you either roll your eyes or interrupt. When you say something, I'm listening to you. And then when you were done and I didn't go, you're like, oh, I guess this is a sore subject because men and women, it's like fucking, I have so many more feminine characteristics than you. I am so much more in touch with my femininity than you are. Okay. I don't represent women.
Okay. Next week we have a lot to cover about the menstrual cycle. We're going to be covering that.
We should do this the day you ovulate.
Okay.
Which, let me guess, is going to be you just did last week.
No.
That was 1 and 3. 1 and 4. When are you going to menstruate? We could bleep this if you want. Let's see if we could get all of our, we call your fans again?
The blanks.
The blanks, right. Let's see if we get all these blanks to share the same menstruation cycle as you.
It's too complicated. I don't really know.
Yeah. So your argument of being in touch with your femininity was about how you don't even know when you ovulate.
That's not true. It's not. You don't understand how hard it is to track these things.
Are
and
you
I'm
okay,
just saying,
Esther? Esther, are you feeling emotional like a woman?
No.
No, I don't really. I was being ironic with that. I've heard a lot of
Ooh,
women.
you're scared. No?
Look to camera. Do that again.
No, the tongue
Just
color.
push in on the color of her tongue.
No,
You're green today. What does that mean? Oh, envy. Right. That's why you are the way you are.
I wanted to go to the couch.
You say you scrub your tongue. Now, do you scrub it with grass?
No, I scrape it. I don't scrub it.
What do you scrape it with? Do you think maybe you're getting rid of some things that need to be there because like you're getting rid of like I don't know what the top layer is of tongue, but like it's gone now. So now you're gross.
Do you scrub your tongue? Or
I
scrape?
brush my tongue.
Okay. You don't scrape? Can I see your tongue?
I bit it the other day. So
Oh, I saw that on social. Oh, yours is not really like a great color either.
I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah.
But you saw my tongue in that video. My teeth look good there, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't just drinking. Also, let me take a look.
I kind of feel like you have such a dentist's energy.
You know there is a dentist, Rick Glassman.
Yeah, you've told me that, and I'm
We
like,
got to get him on the pod.
I think there was like a mix-up at the lab, and you were supposed
Go
to
ahead.
be him.
By lab, you're saying where we were crafted in a lab, like this is twins,
Like,
and I'm Schwarzenegger, and
I
Dr.
guess-
Rick Glassman is DeVito.
Yeah, like I guess the lab is like where the incubators are, and the little
Right, we were
babies.
built like in the Matrix.
No, I wasn't even thinking.
Well, we're out of
that.
time. Esther, thank you so much for bringing nothing to the podcast except for an opportunity for me to get upset. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, if you want to subscribe, go for it. If you don't blame you. Maybe subscribe and don't hit the bell. And just whenever you're trying to take a shit, put us on.
Make sure you watch every week because you never know what's gonna happen.
Ah! Stuff like that. No, it's over. My stomach's growling. You know what that means. It's time to end. Thank you so much.
Oh, I thought it was over.
Okay. Theme music.